Welcome to Wildflower Wednesday. It's a special episode of our Lakeside Nature Challenge videos to learn about and appreciate our Iowa flora. So you'll never guess what today's flower is, but I'll give you a hint. So look up. You're looking at hundreds of them. These are the flowers of the Bur Oak, which happens to be our state tree. So you would think it would also be our state flower, but most people don't even realize that the oak trees have flowers because they have a very special kind of flower that's called an apetalous flower. So here's one. So everybody's heard of an acorn, but how many people have heard of the flower of the oak tree? So you can see here there's no petals. And another thing about the Bur Oak is the flowers are also separate male and female flowers. That's called monoecious. So this is the male flower here, which is long and dangly. Another word for it is catkin. And then the female flowers are really teeny tiny. They're tucked in there right at the base of the cute little baby leaf. So it looks like these male catkins, this is where the pollen comes from. It looks like they aren't quite opened up yet. So what is the purpose of the flower anyway? From a human perspective, the flowers are to please us. We love to plant flowers around our house. We like to make bouquets of flowers. We like to decorate with flowers. But from a plant's perspective, the purpose of a flower is to make a seed, so the seed can make a new plant. So if we talk about the parts of a flower, how does this happen? So we were talking earlier about how the oak tree has separate male and female flowers. So for a flower to turn into a seed, in this case into the acorn, the pollen from the male flower has to land on the female flower. So how does that happen? The pollen can't just get up and walk. So in most cases, an insect or another animal can carry the pollen from one plant to another. So here's a little beautiful little yellow violet, and if you look carefully, see this flower has petals, and so flowers have petals to attract their pollinators. They come to the flower to get a little bit of nectar as a reward, and when they visit, the pollen might rub off on the insect, and then when the insect travels to a new flower, the pollen could get transferred and pollinate and then fertilize the egg or ovary inside the flower. But in the case of our Bur Oak flower, it uses the wind, and the wind is blind. The wind doesn't need petals to find the pollen. So there's your little lesson today, and now your challenge this week is to go out and look for some apetalous flowers. And most trees, like oak trees, some elm trees, most trees here in Iowa have apetalous flowers. So that's your challenge. Have fun and have a great day and get lots of vitamin N.